Good morning, dear student. I am your English teacher, and today we are going to start a new poem. The poem name is Childhood. In this poem, the poet thinks deeply over the question of his childhood, of lost childhood. Childhood is a stage of innocence in which the child believes others and loves unconditionally. The poet has tried to identify some stages of his life when his thoughts and perception of the world changed. The poem describes the first step to maturity or loss of childhood when one is able to think logically and rationally. Forming one's own opinion and not getting influenced by others is also a sign of maturity or loss of childhood. The poem also hints at the hypocrisy prevalent in our society, where people pretend to be nice to each other but in reality they do not like each other. Now we come on the poem. When did my childhood go? Was it that day I ceased to be 11? Was it that the time I realized that hell and heaven could not be found in geography and therefore could not be? Was that the day? The poet wonders when he lost his childhood. He reflects that perhaps it was the day when he crossed the age of 11. Maybe it was the stage when he realized that the concept of hell and heaven, about which he had been taught since his childhood, did not exist in reality. He thinks that hell and heaven, which was told to me in my childhood, it is not really exist. Geography textbook did not give exact location of the hell and heaven. The poet realizes that he might have lost his childhood when he gained his rational outlook due to getting educated. Now come on the next paragraph. When did my childhood go? Was it the time I realized the adults were not all they seemed to be? They talked of love and preached of love, but did not act so lovingly. Was that the day? In this stanza, the poet reflects that maybe the loss of childhood occurred when he was able to see through the hypocrisy of adult. Adult shows that they are good, they are a very caring person, but they are not. They are selfish. They are caring to you because they are selfish. Actually, the poet followed double standard. Actually, following and preaching different standard of behavior. They are acting double standard. They told the poet to be lovingly and caring. However, they themselves are argumentative, violent, and discourteous. Their behavior was a far cry from the love they scrutinized about the advocated so reverently to the child. Perhaps, says the poet, recognizing broken trust was a major step towards adulthood. Now come on the third stanza. When did my childhood go? Was it when I found my mind was really mine, to use whichever way I choose, producing thoughts that were not those of other people but my own, and mine alone was that day. The poet asked the same questions again and again. When did my childhood go? Again and again, but with different opinion. He is trying to guess when he actually lost his childhood. Perhaps it was the day when he was realized that his mind could think independently, forming his own opinion and being able to take his own decision. At that time, when did my childhood go? Now come on the last, he gained a sense of individuality which set him free from the perceived opinions of others. His own individual opinion and experiences shape his thought now, and he realized that his might have been the time when he lost his childhood innocence completely. The fourth stanza comes thus with the same line, when did my childhood go? It went to some forgotten place. It went to some forgotten place that hid an infant's face. That's all I know. In this stanza, the poet changes his question. The poet now wonders where his childhood has gone. He reflects that maybe his childhood has gone to an unremembered place. My childhood has gone a place where that place is unremembered. The poet also says that childhood can be found in the innocent face of a child who does not have any pretensions and rationality and who trusts others unconditionally. In other words, a small child full of innocence and there can find one's own childhood. Okay, my dear student, it was the explanation of this beautiful poem, A Childhood. We shall start the new story on tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Have an amazing day.